Welcome to Wednesday's show. Thank you for spending a little bit out of your, albeit cooler, but still beautiful evening with me. Full disclosure, I can't tell you a whole lot about what went on immediately here in the newsroom area today. 6 o'clock on the road early this morning to Lexington back. Then backtracking back to West Liberty, where I spent some hours gathering some news this afternoon. So I can tell you what I know about ARH and App Harvest coming together to better the well-being of not just their employees, but their communities and their region. And I can also, via Jonathan Webb, the CEO of App Harvest, let you know a little bit more about their big plans before the year's end. I have your weather forecast, I have a calendar, I have a birthday to pass along there, and since I have a few minutes, I'll have a quick reminder, as I did on night before last program, about a major auction coming up this weekend. First of two weekends that they hope will maybe get through at least most of a lifetime of collecting for a former Mcgoffin County man who's no longer with us. So with all of that said, all of the news starts in just a message or two.
Good people of Mcgoffin County, my name is Tim Watkins, son of John Clay and Melba Jean Watkins Sire, and son Sean Watkins, and 7 grandchildren. We have been servants of Mcgoffin County most of our lives, been there for you in the time of need. I'm in your need to make sure our children and grandchildren have a safe county to grow up in. Please help me to obtain this goal by voting Tim Watkins for sheriff. I know together we will make a difference. Thank you.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Since 1974, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad has been providing emergency aid and rescue services to the citizens of Mcgoffin County. In 2021, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad answered 307 calls for service, requiring 20,968 man-hours and logging 515 man-hours of training. On this May 5th, 6th, and 7th, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad will be conducting its 43rd annual media auction live through WRLV 106.5, Howard's TV Cable, Channel 15, Foothills Communication, Channel 2, and YourNewsToday's YouTube channel. All items and donations are also printed in the Syersville Independent. Merchants from Mcgoffin County and Eastern Kentucky have donated items and services to be auctioned, and ad time can be purchased for $10 a spot. This is the primary fundraiser for the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad. If you have any questions or would like to make a donation, please call the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad, Station 1, at 606-349-5500. Thank you. The 43rd annual Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad media auction is dedicated to the memory of Captain Carter Connolly.
Hello, my fellow Mcgoffin Countyans. My name is Carson Sloan, and I'm a candidate for Magistrate District 2. As your magistrate, I will apply the same core values I have held myself to all my life. As your magistrate, I will always be honest, hardworking, trusting, and dependable. I will be a full-time employee for you, the people of District 2 and Mcgoffin County as a whole. So on May 17th, please cast your vote for Carson Sloan for Magistrate District 2, number 1 on the ballot and number 1 for the job. Thank you.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Hello, Mcgoffin County. My name is Robert James Bailey. I'm asking for your votes to serve as your next Mcgoffin County jailer. I can proudly say that my work ethic has been validated over the years as a foreman for Rumpke. I deal with the public on many levels solving issues they have encountered. Another one of my accomplishments is as a football coach for the elementary and middle school students. I have interacted and communicated effectively with both parents and students, and I will always be there to assist others when needed. If you're looking for new leadership, Give me this opportunity to prove to you that I can perform all duties required as your next Mcgoffin County jailer.
What's up, Mcgoffin County? This is Boone Williams, University of Kentucky.
Boone gets the call, over 100 yards rushing today. Boone pulling his way inside the 5, staying on his feet for the touchdown, Kentucky.
Make sure y'all go vote for my guy, Josh Poe, man. Thanks.
I'm Joshua Poe, and I approve this message.
It is never too early for spring to spring at the seasonal shop, and it has. With new ladies' fashions in and arriving daily from all the fashion houses you've come to love, like Royce, Mud Pie, Charlie Page, Simply Southern. They have a new line of spring tees from Ivory Ella, and amazing scents in soaps, body lotions, and home fragrance diffusers by Michael Design Works, with something for every room in the house. Plus new home decor, and as always, so much more at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. The Appalachian Regional Healthcare System and App Harvest first kind of got to know each other, if you will, last Earth Day last year, and for World Food Day events to increase awareness about the effects that diet and food production have on both people and the planet, and the ability of increased vegetable consumption to drive better health outcomes. App Harvest donated vine-ripened tomatoes from, of course, their flagship over 60-acre high-tech indoor greenhouse in Moorhead to ARH communities and staff at many of their locations. And then today they came together again. ARH and App Harvest, the sustainable food producer, have launched a mission-aligned partnership today focused on improving the health and well-being of their employees, yes, in Central Appalachia, with the promise of that filtering on down to the rest of the region, working together to improve the health and well-being of East Kentucky and West Virginia in Central Appalachia.
So it is super exciting now to have a true strategic partner that has a like-minded mission and will work together with us to help achieve these health and wellness goals that we have set, not only for our communities, but for our own employees. And we're going to start a lot of this work with our own workforce.
Within the ARH chain, over 6,000 employees underneath the App Harvest umbrella. Well, by the end of the year, approaching 2,000 and growing from there. That will all benefit from health services to now be provided by the ARH healthcare system, telemedicine at all the facilities with Appalachian Harvest. For ARH, well, they receive, as they have been, wonderful donations of tomatoes, for example, for cancer patients, new moms, and others. And ARH is well inviting Appalachian Harvest to be a part of ARH's Leadership Academy, where they're cultivating future leaders for the Appalachian region.
It definitely has been an aha moment to have a partner now that has the same mission that we have at ARH to truly improve the health and well-being of the population that we serve in partnership with our communities. We know at ARH we cannot achieve these goals on our own, so having a partner now to work with makes it more attainable for all of us. I think it's going to have significant impact across our region. If you look at the 8,000 people that both organizations employ, those people make up our communities. They have families and extended families. And if we can get our own workforce on this health and wellness journey, their families will come along with it, which means the community will come along with it. And together, we can work together to provide more resources for our communities, starting with our children in the schools.
As for App Harvest, in case you don't know the background, a brief synopsis of it, their CEO, Jonathan Webb, simply found it unacceptable that people struggle to eat healthy and that fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, he thought should be available, if not plentiful, to all in the region and the country. And of course, they began it all, making history with a 60-acre, 2.8 million square foot greenhouse, the largest in the nation in Moorhead, Kentucky, with more to come, much more to come, he says, by the end of the year.
The
the relationship with ARH is something that we've been working on for a while, but the connection between health and food and that linkage is unfortunately not as obvious as it should be. And I think us working together, as somebody at App Harvest, we grow fruits and vegetables. Appalachian Regional Healthcare is in the business of providing health to the region. How do we work together to ensure that this region has fresh, affordable food, and we try to change some of those outcomes that we've seen that are startlingly unacceptable?
In the latest American Health Rankings, out of 50 states, Kentucky is 50th in overall nutrition and physical activity. We are 50th in fruit and vegetable consumption. We're 45th in obesity, 48th in cardiovascular disease, 49th in multiple chronic conditions. These are our friends. These are our family. Those aren't statistics. Those aren't numbers. They're people we know in our region. It's unacceptable.
This is about the region. It's us working together at ARH and App Harvest. Our number one goal is to change health outcomes in the region, and it's really not as much about us two parties, and yes, we'll be working together. It's more about what can we do to ensure 10 years from now Kentucky is not last on the list in fruit and vegetable consumption, last on the list in nutrition and physical activity, and how do we become a top 25 player in the U.S. where we do have good healthy food available and we have good healthy outcomes as a result.
And as I referred to just a few seconds ago, Webb says that there's much more happening with App Harvest, and it's happening quickly by the end of this year with at least 3 new facilities focusing on more tomatoes, but greens and berries as well.
We have a lot in the hopper between now and the end of the year, and I'm very excited about hopefully seeing a couple inflection points that'll hit between now and the end of the year. Obviously, Moorhead is our flagship facility, but opening 3 more this year, expanding from just tomatoes to strawberries and salad greens. But then we've talked about how we're working on potentially a partnership that would take us outside of Kentucky and more national as well. We see App Harvest as being headquartered here in Kentucky, but we not only want to be expanding throughout the U.S., having that eye to being a global food company in the years ahead. So we have a lot to do between now and the end of the year, but we're getting that foundation in place, and I think for those watching on the sidelines, there'll be a lot of action between now and the end of the year.
I am yet to take a tour of the App Harvest facility in Moorhead. I'm anxious to do so, and I made a big step in that direction today by somewhat inviting myself with CEO Mr. Webb, who was very happy to oblige. So look forward to that sometime in the near future. I certainly am. Look forward to more news after these messages.
The past 3 years have been like no other time in history. We have had flooding events, ice storms, a 100-year pandemic, emergency service issues, and now we have inflation rising to levels not seen in decades. But in Mcgoffin County, we don't let adversity get us down. We have steadily moved our county forward, and this is because of you. Because of your faith and trust in me, I have been able to build relationships in Frankfort and in Washington, D.C., placing Mcgoffin County on the map as an up-and-coming community. Locally, we are continuing to renovate our county-owned buildings, properties, and parks. We now have a state-of-the-art 911 center, and we use every dollar of our road fund to repair and maintain our county roads. But as we all know, there is still so much more work to be done. I pledge to keep pushing for funding to expand water across the county, for economic development, for tourism, and other items to improve our community, as well as continuing to support and honor our local veterans. Again, thank you for your trust and support, and I ask for your vote for another term as Judge Executive so we can keep Mcgoffin County moving forward.
Hello. I'm William Bill Mead, Republican candidate for Mcgoffin County Sheriff. One of the candidates recently said that training and experience didn't matter, that no one has done anything in Mcgoffin County yet. You know what? I agree. Nothing has been done in Mcgoffin County yet, but that can change on May 17th. With over 33 years experience in law enforcement, I have a strategy to combat the drug problem that we've been facing for years. I believe in and support rehabilitation for those with drug addiction. If they want help, we should support them so that they can return to their families and be productive in society. but we can't allow those that want to make a living destroying the lives of our loved ones to continue. If you're ready for a positive change, I ask for your vote and support. I'm number 4 on the Republican ballot, but number 1 for Mcgoffin County.
Hello, Mcgoffin County. I'm Brian Montgomery, your current jailer. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you for your vote and support in this upcoming election. I've been in this line of work for the last 25 years, with 14 years being at the detention center, and now the last 11 and a half as your jailer, with continued training every year. I hope that I have helped you or a loved one somewhere along the way, and I hope that you will continue to let me serve you and come out on May 17th and vote for me, Brian Montgomery, for jailer, number 1 on the ballot. Thank you.
Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. On the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville.
Hello folks, I'm Jeff Lovely. I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me as your next Mcgoffin County attorney. I've been practicing law for 25 years. In that time, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of county attorney offices throughout eastern Kentucky. I've learned that the best county attorneys are available and willing to listen when you have a question or a problem, and will do everything that they can to help. So I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me your next Mcgoffin County attorney, so I can be there for you and your family.
The following report is one I ran earlier in the week. I've got a little time since I was out of the office essentially all day long today to run it again. It's about a big auction coming up this weekend. Auctions are fun. They're entertaining, whether you buy or bid or just go. Combine that with some great food and a great venue, if you will. Well, it's going to be a sure-to-please event. It's going to be a 2-day event. They're hopeful that will get them halfway through a lifetime of collection from Samuel Lyons, who passed away recently here in Mcgoffin County. A lot of his collection is going up for auction this weekend, starting at around 10 o'clock or so on Saturday morning, the first of a 2-day event starting this Saturday. Brent Tackett says he and fellow auctioneer Jim Gamble they've been doing auctions for years. They're the go-to for any type of an auction of this caliber, or even, small fundraising auctions and the like, whether it's real estate or what have you. And he says this indeed is going to be unlike anything that anybody in Mcgoffin County has ever seen before. I know you're an aficionado when it comes to auctions, as much as anybody as I know. How many years you've been doing this type of stuff, and how many auctions you say you just generally you do a year or have done over the years, you reckon?
Well, we've been voted number 1 Land Between the Lakes for 3 or 4 years straight, and we do more auctions than anybody in eastern Kentucky, and we specialize in estate auctions. But this year alone, since January, I have done probably, me and Jim together, just in benefit auctions, probably close to $40-some thousand in benefit auctions, which are free. We don't charge for them. We're just glad to do them, and it's good advertisement for us. But we've got another really big tool auction May the 21st in Floyd County. Got John Deere riding lawnmowers, just a wide variety of stuff. And then Friday night is the North Mcgoffin benefit auction, and it's always a good one. They have a lot of good items. And but I guess I've been with Jim Gamble probably, I think 8 years now. We've been doing estate auctions together, and Jim's been in business 40-some years, so he knows the business, especially real estate and auctions both.
You tell me that this Samuel Lyon auction is kind of the main reason we're here to talk about tonight is something that no one will ever see the likeness of in my lifetime or yours or anybody's. Why is that, and tell me about it?
Well, Samuel, he passed away in his 80s, and he's collected. He's owned stores. He's run store. He's bought here, traded there. And he was just a collector. He really didn't care if he sold anything or not. He just liked for people to see his collection. And I have to say it is an honor to sell his collection and on behalf of the family. And I spent many a childhood day down there myself, and I've seen a lot of his stuff all my life. And it's just one of the better collections that you'll ever see sold, especially in eastern Kentucky, because people just don't hold on to items like they used to, and especially like he did. So it's very unique. I mean, it's not just mostly antiques, yes, but there's a lot of tools, a lot of stuff that he collected and saved, and the cast iron collection is phenomenal, which I'm only going to sell half of the cast iron skillets at this auction, and there'll be a second auction at a later date, and everything else will sell at it. But Thursday night, I'll make an official Facebook post to show exactly what items are selling, but all the furniture, all the cabinets that he collected, and everything that he's got is in great shape. I mean, if it was bad, he got rid of it. He kept nothing that wasn't no good. So it will be something to see, and even if you don't want to buy, it'll be something to come and look at and see, because you'll never see a collection like this again. Plus, we're having soup, bean, and cornbread dinner, homemade hot dog sauce and hot dogs, and all kinds of homemade desserts. And if anybody knows how they cook down there at Lyons' store, it'll be worth the drive just to get your food.
Obviously, the quality of the items, we've seen the pictures. We're looking at just a handful of them, but give me a little bit of an idea of the scope of this thing as far as the quantity. I'm assuming it's as overwhelming as anything you've done?
It probably is. It's probably in the top 2 to 3 for sure. And that's why, we say it's a 2-day auction. You could actually space it out and have it 3 days, but I think as long as the crowd will stay, we'll keep selling. I mean, if the people leave and the price goes down, I shut off, because I'm not going to sacrifice the quality of what this man's collected and give it away if the crowd leaves. I understand standing 4 or 5 hours is a long time, but we're supposed to have a pretty day, a little cooler weather, food there. We got a porta potty on site, so you really don't have no reason to leave.
Anything else you want to throw in? I know you've got a big evening planned. You need to wish your lady happy 40th for us, as I understand. But anything else you want to mention about this auction? We'll be talking again, I have a feeling. But anything else I need to know, or we need to know on TV?
No, that's close enough. I mean, just appreciate everybody's business. Appreciate everybody coming. If you need an auction or a realtor, either one, just give me or Jim Gamble a call. Our numbers are usually all over Facebook, or just send us a Facebook message. We're available to talk anytime.
So, a 2-weekend event. The second coming up later on, maybe in June or something, just as soon as they can get it all put together. The first this weekend. First auction starts Saturday morning at 10:21 on Coon Creek at Samuel Lyons. Everything is sold as is, where is. A wonderful dinner, a lot of homemade desserts. I mean, it's going to be an event. Whether you come to buy and bid, well, that's a bonus. The entertainment value is as great as the opportunity. And Brent and Jim and everyone hopes to see you there, including, of course, the Lyon family as well. Looks to be a very interesting time. Next, your community calendar with a birthday to begin. All brought to you by Mcgoffin Farm Bureau. This one says, from family, from friends, with lots of love and best wishes, happy birthday, Kelly. That's Kelly Reisner. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Remember, if you want a birthday on the show, just catch the end of the calendar in a few seconds. I'll tell you how to pass it along to me and how to also get it in the Sagersville Independent. Happy birthday again to you, Kelly. This Friday, just day after tomorrow, don't tell anybody. Open house, dinner, and auction at North Mcgoffin Volunteer Fire Department. Their big annual fundraiser starts at 5 with the food. The auction starts at 6:30. A really nice auction, a really nice meal. $5 per meal. Kids 12 and under get in for free. If you have any questions, call 349-7777. So this week is about to wrap up the first week, well, a couple more days, we're halfway through, of the countywide cleanup in Mcgoffin County. That's for people who vote in Magisterial District 2. May the 9th, you've got to wait a little while for District 3, the week of May the 9th. Then the week of May the 23rd for residents in District 1. If you have any questions, call the judge's office, 349-2313. And remember, the Sagersville City Cleanup Campaign runs simultaneous throughout this entire period. Call Sagersville City Hall, 349-2409 if you have any questions. They're back at it again, and it's the 10th annual. Can you believe that? Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church Bass Fishing Tournament. Saturday, May the 14th, they'll blast off from Clay Lick Boat Ramp, 7 o'clock in the morning. They'll wrap it back up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's $1,000 for first place. Other big cash prizes, the big fish prize as well, $100 every hour. For any questions, right there, the numbers on the bottom of your screen to call to find out more. The next Mcgoffin County Community Blood Drive is coming up Monday, May the 16th. I'll remind you between now and then on occasion at the Sagersville First Baptist Church. But make plans on being there if you can. Appointments are preferred. make those at kybloodcenter.org or by calling 800-775-2522. But walk-ins are also very, very, very welcome. And this is how you get announcements like these and birthdays and anniversaries on the show. And to have birthdays, birth announcements, and anniversaries printed for free in the Independent, send those to Heather. Heather at SayersvilleIndependent.com. I'll be right back just after a word or two.
My name is Travis Joseph, and I'm a Democrat candidate for the office of Mcgoffin County Attorney. For the past 12 years, it has been my pleasure to serve as your Assistant County Attorney. This office is an extremely challenging and important job. In most cases, if you have to go see the county attorney, you're having a problem. You could be the victim of a crime, you could have received a traffic citation, you may be seeking treatment for a loved one with a substance abuse problem or mental health issue, or you may have a loved one that due to sickness or injury may be in need of legal guardianship. In those situations, it is important to be able to turn to someone with the knowledge and experience necessary to guide you through those difficult and scary times. For 12 years, I've handled all those matters on a daily basis, and I'm fully confident in my ability to serve you when you need help the most. On May 17th, I ask you to vote for me, Travis Joseph, as your next Mcgoffin County Attorney. Thank you.
Not everything has changed over the years. Fraser's Prater Drugstore is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Fraser's Prater Drugstore in downtown Sayersville.
I'm Neil Adams, Republican candidate for Sheriff of Mcgoffin County. My main duty as sheriff will be to protect all the people of Mcgoffin County, and especially our elderly and youth, from the ongoing drug scourge. I am not a politician, but I am a highly trained narcotics detective with over 21 years of law enforcement experience. I know and I see people every day that express their concerns about the illegal drug activity in our county. I hear your voices, and I'm letting you know that help is on the way. I ask all fellow Republicans to join my team in helping me to fight this drug epidemic in our county. Vote Neil Adams, Republican for Sheriff.
Are you ready for warm weather and a little sunshine? The Appalachian Wireless team has decided to have the ultimate spring break event. A sale so big with so many savings opportunities, you'll be thinking it's Christmas in April. The spring break event is going on now through the end of April, and all smartphones are on sale with Appalachian Advantage. Spring into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to see what deals have sprung at our spring break event. We know what you want because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
First, let me thank those of you who have welcomed me into their homes. It's been a pleasure. For those I've missed, I'm not done yet. I'm visiting as many folks as possible. Let me assure you, I'm capable and willing to do this job. I believe it's time for a change. I will never let the citizens down. I will never lose my integrity, nor will I ever forget who I am or where I come from. I will always be a servant to the people. Customer service, better hours, friendly staff, and the willingness to help everyone will always be my top priority. Together we can make a change. I'm asking to be your Mcgoffin County Clerk.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you. Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Now, a quick look at your Licking Valley RACC 7-day. We've got some more frosty finishes and starts in the forecast. Indeed, we do. We've also got some improving temperatures, but, we're still subpar from, what it should be this time of year. Of course, it's not unusual for it to be as on the chillier side of things as it is either, just not as favored. 34 degrees tonight. That will yield some patchy frost late tonight and certainly in the morning. Mostly clear skies tonight as well. Will help all of that happen. Mostly sunny tomorrow, and we'll hit the mid-60s, I do believe. It will be a very nice Thursday. Nothing more than maybe a 5-mile-an-hour wind or so out of the northeast. And tomorrow night, we'll stay out of the 30s. Closer to 42, 43 degrees, I think. However, we've got a slow roller coming this way. This next system and scenario gives us days of chances of showers, and some of these showers and storms have the potential to add up over the course of Friday and your weekend. Maybe some decent rain amounts, not really needing it right now, but that's just stating a fact. We'll talk more about it on tomorrow and certainly into your Friday. But right now, beautiful day tomorrow, 65 and sunny, followed by mid-60s again Friday, but with Friday, more clouds and showers than not. I think right now we're on the lighter side of things rainfall-wise for your Friday, but this has the potential to kind of see some rainfall accumulation. Nothing torrential at this time, I don't think, but we'll talk more about it later. Good news is we climb up almost 10 degrees from Friday to your Saturday, but we still can't shake mostly cloudy skies. Still a 50% chance of showers and storms. That's for the first half of your weekend. And for the second half, still mid to upper 70s, but still a 70% chance of showers and storms and clouds and no sun. We will see the sun make a return on your Monday, and we'll still hold on to the upper 70s throughout at least the first half of your next week. But look at that. Shower chances kind of fade Monday, then ramp back up onto your Tuesday, and then fade again, but still stick around into your Wednesday. So not the prettiest of 7 days. And that'll wrap it up for this evening. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.